Hi, it's Stephanie Chang, State Senator here in Michigan, and this is Staying in Touch with Stephanie. So I'd love to share 5 things to know from the past couple of weeks. The first thing is that I'm sure lots of us have on our minds the shootings that happened this week, both with the shooting of Charlie Kirk, as well as a school shooting that happened in Colorado this week as well. And so I just really want to acknowledge that a lot of us are still processing that. Really want to wish peace and strength for those family members who have lost loved ones this week, because I know that is a very challenging time. And I hope that we can all find a way to condemn political violence regardless of political ideology, and also try to find ways to come together to continue to combat gun violence in our communities. The second thing is that I wanted to let folks know that my school closing bill did pass the Senate this week, Senate Bill 204, which puts in place a requirement for school districts and public school academies to have a policy regarding the closure of school buildings to ensure transfer of records, adequate timely notification to parents and employees and students, and much more, just so that we're doing those processes responsibly. I'm so grateful for my colleagues' support on getting that passed. The third update is that, as I'm sure many folks are aware, we are getting closer and closer to October 1st, which is the start of the next fiscal year for the state. And so budget negotiations are ongoing between the Senate, the House, and the governor's office, and many of us are really committed to making sure that we get to a budget deal before October 1st. And so we know there's lots of conversations happening every day, and we also think that it's really important for everyone to raise their voices about the priorities that you need to see reflected in our state budget, and also for us to continue raising our voices regarding some of the harmful cuts in the budget that was passed by House Republicans a few weeks ago, to make sure that we're uplifting how important it is that we safeguard essential services, housing, healthcare, school meals, services for victims and survivors. All of these things are so critical, and I'm hopeful that we can get to a budget deal that doesn't cut essential things. The fourth update is that earlier this week, the Senate passed 2 different sets of bills regarding licensure compact for both occupational therapists as well as physical therapists. The reason why this is important is because we know that there is a shortage of healthcare workers, and so whatever we can do to help make sure that qualified health professionals are able to practice here in Michigan, we should do that. And so both of these sets of bills passed with broad bipartisan support, really to help make sure that folks who maybe are licensed in another state and are qualified are able to actually practice here in Michigan as well. The fifth update is that next Saturday, September 20th, I am holding a story time and coffee hour. So that's September 20th at 11 a.m. at the Detroit Public Library main library on Woodward. So we'd love for you to join us. If you've got little ones, please bring them. We'll read some stories and then have some conversation about what's happening in our communities. So that's it for me. Thank you so much.